Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Los Angeles Angels Rebuild here in MLB The Show 25. Today is the day we reclaim our crown as world champions. But we have to get past the Pittsburgh Pirates and our former ace, the man who was our ace when we won our first World Series a couple of years ago, Luis Gil, who we traded to the Pittsburgh Pirates to get our new ace, Paul Skeens. It's a crazy thing that we are actually playing against the Pirates and against Luis Gil when we traded for Paul Skeens, and now both teams match up. It's kind of funny because it means that the trade was equal for both teams. Nobody won the trade, nobody lost the trade. We both won the trade. Because now we're both playing in the World Series with the trade happening, after the trade happening. So it's pretty cool. But I do want to talk about a few things before we start the World Series episode. One, no, Thomas Gillian's not going to be our starting pitcher for game one of the World Series. It's going to be Paul Skeens. It's just he's next up in the rotation, so that's why he's showing up. Two, I've talked about this in the previous most recent Expos episode and Chicago Cubs episodes. I'm sure you guys are tired of me saying this by now, but I just want to make sure in case there's new people that are coming in and watching and they didn't see the other videos, I want to make sure everybody knows what's going on. So basically, what I said in those videos is now that real life baseball is entering the postseason, they're getting very, very close, if not already there by the time this video goes up. And we're late in September now. Postseason goes through October, maybe a little bit in November, depending on how long the playoff run or the playoff series lasts, like the NLDS, ALDS, World Series, all that stuff. If it goes 7 games each, then it'll take a little bit longer, but mostly it'll go through all of October. What we're going to do is what we did last year on the channel, and that is when the baseball season's wrapping up / finishes, we are also going to be wrapping up / finishing, and not just the series, but also taking a break from the channel. No more uploads the rest of 2025. So what we're going to do is we're currently on our final seasons of both Montreal and Chicago. Those seasons that we're going to be doing in the next couple episodes will be the final season. So we have one more season of both Chicago and Expos franchise. Once the postseason's over for both those seasons, then we will be done uploading that for 2025, for MLB Show 25. Those will be the series finales. But this series will go 2 more seasons. Since it's my main franchise and it's the one we care about the most, it'll go a little bit longer. So we're going to have this episode right now, which is the World Series episode. We're going to have the off-season episode next. Then we're going to have the start of the next season. We're going to go through all of that year with the 3 episodes, the opening day / April and May and a little bit into June episode. Then the middle of the season episode, which is the draft, the All-Star game, and the trade deadline, and then the final episode of the season, which is the final 2 months of the year. Then we'll hopefully be in the postseason again. I would hope so. I would think we would be. So we'll have a postseason episode, or we'll have a bunch of postseason episodes because hopefully we'll go long into the postseason like we did this year. And then we'll have another offseason episode, and judging by the length of that season, depending on if we make another deep run in the postseason next year, that'll probably be middle of October at that point. Maybe depending on how long it goes, maybe a little bit into late October, who knows. But we'll probably be into October at that. Well, we definitely will be in October by that point. And then we will, judging by where the real life postseason's at that point in October, we'll probably try to get another quick season in after that. So at the very most, there's 2 more seasons of Angels baseball coming up before we stop uploading on the channel for 2025. If the baseball season ends before this next upcoming season is over, then that'll be the final season. We'll just wrap it up after that because I don't want to go too much deeper after the real life season's over. But if it's still going on, if they're in the divisional series or the championship series by the time we get through the next season, then we'll go through another one after that. But then we're going to take, once Angels is done, regardless of if it's 1 more season or 2 more seasons, once Angels series is done, then all 3 series will be over, and we will take a break from uploading for the next couple of months until MLB The Show 26 comes out in probably March, right? That's when it comes out. So we'll take off November, December, January, February, and then a little bit of March. So we'll have a little 5-6 month break in there while I focus on the main channel that I have, my other channels that I have, all of that good stuff. And I don't have to worry about posting every other day on the Juice Baseball channel until March. So that's kind of my plan. I did it last year. It worked out pretty well for me. So that's what we're thinking about doing for 2025. No, the channel's not just disappearing and going away forever. It'll be back when MLB The Show 26 comes back. But we're just taking a little bit of break that coincides with the real life break, the real life offseason of Major League Baseball, because MLB The Show content slash baseball content kind of goes off the rails at this point in the season, and then obviously certainly in the off season. So we're just gonna line it up like that, and that's how I'm thinking it. So I hope you guys don't mind it. That's what we're gonna be doing, and we can finally get into the actual episode, which is the World Series episode, Pirates and Angels. This is what our playoff run has looked like. We've only lost one game this entire run so far. We swept out the Yankees in 3 in the DS, and then we lost one game to the Sox in the American League Championship Series, game number 4, excuse me. And that's because Caden Dana was on the mound, and I don't know if he really got it done. I mean, he didn't pitch horribly. But we are in season number 5. We have won the World Series, lost the World Series, and now we're back in the World Series again. Both of those World Series appearances previously, I think, were against the Dodgers. We won against the Dodgers in the first year, then lost to them last year, but they got beat in the NLDS by the Diamondbacks this year, so we got to play the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's take a quick peek at what the Pirates roster even looks like at this point, just so we know what we're going up against. They do have Luis Gil, who we talked about was our ace. He was on the team when we won the World Series the first time. He's pitched okay this year for the Pirates. He didn't pitch amazingly. Certainly not as good as what Paul Skeens did for us. But he didn't pitch horribly. I've seen worse. Obviously, we went through the 2027 year. So I've seen worse from Luis Gil. But he's here as their starter. They've also got Bubba Chandler, who is developing but not having the greatest year. We might be able to get to him a little bit. They've got Tobias Myers, who we have history with on this channel from a previous series. And he got rocked this year during the regular season. And he's also gotten pretty rocked during the postseason as well. Okay, we can probably get to these pitchers. They don't seem to have that good of pitching. Sean Sullivan doesn't look that good either. And then they've got a young guy in Ruben Duncan, but it doesn't look like he's on the starting rotation. They got 2 Sean Sullivans? What the F? What are the odds you got 2 Sean Sullivans? That's crazy. They're both pitchers? Insane. Okay, whatever. 2 Sean Sullivans. And they got Braxton Ashcraft as well. I'm not scared of their pitching rotation at all. We can get to this pitching rotation, except for maybe Luis Gil, but I mean, we've seen him perform in the postseason on our side. He didn't pitch very well at all. So we can get to this pitching staff. Their 2 catchers are not amazing. They've got Wilson Contreras, but he's injured, so they're going to have Nico Cavadas as their starting first baseman. Yikes. Nick Gonzalez, Yohan Moncada, who's hot. He was on here in the very first season he was with us. And then year number 2 until the trade deadline, I think. Key Bryant Hayes is also here. Hassan Kim is here. Xavier Edwards. How did this team get to the World Series? This team does not look that good at all. I mean, they got a couple of bats with Kim and Brian Reynolds. Xavier Edwards is cool, but how did this team get to the World Series? We are much better than them. We should sweep them in 4, I would think. This should be a fairly easy series. At least on paper. I mean, you never know what actually happens in the game, but they're 81-81 and they made the World Series. They must have something going for them. I don't know what's happening, but if you're not familiar with how we work the postseason here in Angels franchise, we go quick manage every single game, jump in if we need to, and then simulate out. So Paul Skeens is going to get the start, obviously. This is what our lineup looks like headed into the World Series. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Game 1 of the World Series. What can we do to win a second World Series championship? We're coming off of that loss last year to the Dodgers in the World Series. I would really like to avenge that loss with a big victory. Now, I would have preferred it be against the Dodgers because I want to get my revenge on them. But they lost because they're scrubs. And we score a run. We get to Luis Gil. 3 straight singles is pretty good. Theo Gillen with the RBI single. Logan O'Hoppe with a 2 RBI single. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Luis Gil that we know. And they already pulled him, and Luis Rengifo has a solo shot. They already pulled Luis Heel. That's the Luis Heel that we know. That's why we got rid of him for Paul Skeens. Because Paul Skeens is kind of going crazy right now. He's kind of going nuclear. Ailey Perez with the RBI single. I mean, they're burning runs. We get 2 RBIs as well. They're burning through bullpen hands right now. It's getting a little crazy for them. 3 walks, 4 walks in the inning. I'm going to pull Paul Skeens in the 9th. I know that sounds a little crazy since he was doing so well, but he's getting a little bit tired, and I'd rather just win the game and keep him from getting hurt. Skeens goes 8 strong, allows 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, and we dominate Game 1 of the World Series. That's kind of how I expected Game 1 to go, because I knew Luis Heel, we could get to him. Because a lot of teams got to him when he was on our team, so I knew that was going to be the case, or at least I assumed that was going to be the case. Bryce Miller will get the shot in Game 2. We're looking pretty solid here for stamina and stuff. Let's see what we got. I would assume we can get to Bubba Chandler. He has not had the greatest postseason starts this year. We took a look at his recent numbers. We just got to get those bats working. And once they do, we'll be able to cruise like we did. Oh, but Bryce Miller allows a solo shot to Kerry Carpenter, of all people. All right. We're down 1-0. That was our first hit of the day as well. But the bats are not heating up. And a solo shot for Kerry Carpenter. That's 2 shots off of Bryce Miller. The only man to get runs in for the Pirates today. RBI single for Theo Gillen gets us on the board. I think I'm going to pull Bryce Miller. And we're going to let Ben Joyce pitch in the 8th. I might want to jump in here, 2-1, bottom 8. Let me jump in and see what I can do. It is kind of crazy the Pirates are here in the first place. I mean, they were 81-81, exactly 500, which is honestly pretty hard to do. And they had to go through the number 2 seed Braves. They beat them fairly easily in the DS, and then they had to take on the 5-seeded Diamondbacks in the championship. So the fact that they're here means they are worthy of being. I mean, records don't matter when you get to the postseason. The records only matter to determine what the seed is. Once you get in the postseason, records have no bearing on what happens. A team can get hot at any moment. We've seen it plenty of times over the history of sports. Teams can get hot. I mean, just ask the New England Patriots about the New York Giants. Teams can get hot at any moment once the postseason comes around. And that looks like what the Pirates did. And they've gotten all the way to the World Series, but maybe their hot streak will come to an end. They bring in Josh Stallman, who we also have history with, thanks to the Kansas City Royals franchise we did a couple of years ago on the channel. And this is not working out very well for me, is it? Junior Caminero line drive to third base for an out. Zach Neto, what you gonna do for me, Zachy boy? He's gonna send one to center field for an out. That's what he's gonna do for me. Brutal inning for us, nothing doing. And we will try to get to the bottom of the 9th. 1-2-3 for the Pirates. Rengifo fields at second. Xavier Edwards can't beat the throw. He's done. That's a quick first out. Now here comes Ha-Seong Kim. And he's going to bunt, but he pops it up for Ailey Perez, who makes an athletic play. A bunt for Ha-Seong Kim is not what I expected. And Brian Reynolds still doing things for the Pirates in his advanced age. 2-1 count. Here comes the slider. It's early swing. He could have smashed that baseball if he timed it better. I got to be more careful with the placement of that. And the sinker, he does smash that one. That'll get him down in front of Gillen. So it is a base hit with 2 outs. Keeps the inning alive a little bit longer. That brings up Kerry Carpenter, who has 2 home runs in this game. The only 2 runs of the day for the Pirates have both come at the hands of solo shots by Kerry Carpenter, which is very strange. You'd think that out of anybody, it would be Kerry Carpenter who's got the 2 runs, but he does. The circle change from Ben Joyce, swing and a miss, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. We've got 3 outs to try and get this game either tied or win it and take a 2-0 series lead. They bring in their closer, Evan Phillips, to get the job done for them, and I'm swinging first pitch. What am I doing? Well, not technically first pitch because we got quick counts on, but you know what I'm saying. First pitch that I see. And Rengifo goes down, but it's Ronnie Acuna. What you got, Ronald? 2 home runs in the playoffs so far. I just need something big from you, Ronald. That's not the big enough hit that I wanted. 1-2 count. Come on, Ronald, please. Please, Ronald. I need something. That's going to be a ball. Please, Ronald. Please, Ronald. Please, Ronald. Oh, I dug deep for that one. Is that out of here? It's at the warning track. No. That one felt decently good off the bat, too. It gets to the track, and we are down to our final out in Game 2 of the World Series. The fact that the Pirates have a chance to win this game because of 2 home runs from Kerry Carpenter, of all people, very annoying. And that is going to be the end of the game there because the center field is going to make the play. And we lose Game 2 of the World Series. Pirates take a game on us. Not what I wanted at all. Not what I expected either. Bryce Miller goes 7 innings, but the 2 earned runs were the most important ones. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating indeed. Kind of annoyed by that, actually. But we got Game 3 coming up. We'll see what we can do. Game 3 of the World Series. I'm ready to go. It's 1-1. As of right now, coming off of a big loss. You don't like it. We just didn't pitch very well. Didn't hit very well. Didn't do anything very well in that game. But it's Game 3. Let's do this. Jump in, quick manage like we always do. Road unis. We got to beat the Pirates, man. We are going to one of the most beautiful ballparks in all of baseball, in my opinion. PNC Park. Jared Jones obviously on the mound because Bryce Miller just pitched Game 2. Lineup's looking good. Oh, Hoppy and Theo are a little cold in the World Series so far, but I'm going to leave them in and see what happens. We're going to figure out if they can get the job done. Hopefully they can. Going up against Tobias Myers for the Pirates. We have a history with Tobias Myers as Oneil Cruz gets an RBI double to get us on the board first. We have a history with Tobias Myers, I think, in this series also, right? He was one of our pitchers. Jared Jones, former Pirates pitcher, obviously, so he's got a history with the Pirates. We've done a few dealings with the Pirates. Was Tobias Myers in this series, or was he in a different series? I can't remember. Solo homer off of Tobias. Ronnie Acuna with the solo shot. We lead 2-0. Talk about goated on the sticks. Goated with a souse. Sac fly RBI, and then Brian Reynolds with a solo shot gets it all tied up. All right, that's not what I wanted to see. And then Endy Rodriguez gets a solo homer. I was going to leave Jared Jones in to try to get him back in the groove, but he did not deliver very well, did he? And Brian Reynolds gets an RBI single. It is now 4-2. How has this changed not in our favor? How did we get around this? I mean, what's happening here? It's the top of the 9th. Should I jump in? I mean, I feel like I got to, right? We were up 2-0, and then all of a sudden the Pirates rally back for 4 runs across the next couple innings, and we are down 4-2. Oneil Cruz, 84 speeds, got to beat that throw, and he can't do it. What happened to the 99 speed Oneil Cruz? 99 speed Oneil Cruz beats that throw every single day of the week, but we are down to 2 outs in Game 3 of the World Series. Ailey Perez with a beautiful line drive into left field for a single. Former Rookie of the Year, Ailey Perez, doing God's work right there. And now the current Rookie of the Year, Theo Gillen, steps to the plate. 0 for 3 today, so he continues being cold. But maybe he can get a little hot right here. All I need for him is one little base hit. One base hit is all I need from him. He's not going to give me that. He's going to give me a fly out to center field for the second out of the inning. And we are down to our final out in Game 3. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's Nolan Schonnel, who's been really good in the postseason so far. I need him to continue to be really good. Don't swing at that. That's an easy take. 2-2 count. Come on, Nolan. Come on. You've had such an interesting career here in this franchise. I need you to deliver, and he's going to get out. We will go down 2-1 in the World Series to the Pittsburgh Pirates. How did that game turn around on us? It was 2-0, and then all of a sudden Jared Jones gets crushed, and we lose 4-2. I'm not quite sure how that game turned around on us so fast. Looked like we were going to easily win that game. Poor pitching lets us down there. We need to play better, that is for sure. We need to play better. Game 4 of the World Series. The Pirates cannot beat us, man. They're the Pirates. They're 81-81. I can't give this to Caden Dana, can I? Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Solo shot, very first at-bat of the game, Zach Neto, and then Ono Cruz with a 2-run homer. All right, this is what I'm talking about. And then Shawno with an RBI double. Oh, it's Luis Heel. And then a 2-run homer from O'Hoppe. Luis Heel just got run out of Pittsburgh. Oh, my God. Eiley Perez with an RBI double. That's why we traded Luis Heel right there. Because he can't be trusted in playoff situations for some reason. Solo shot Junior Caminero. It's 9-2 Angels. I don't think Luis Heel's ever going to be able to show his face in Pittsburgh ever again. I mean, that was the worst inning. He didn't even finish the first inning. Xavier Edwards gets a 2-run homer. I mean, Caden Dan is struggling slightly. I'm going to have to pull him. We're going to have to eat some innings with the bullpen guys. Walk for Rengifo, but a double play, unfortunately, doesn't get us to do anything there. Couple of singles, a walk, single from Caminero, single from Neto. It's 11-4. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We continue to rally. We got bases loaded. We couldn't do anything with it. I'm going to keep Ben Joyce in. I don't really want to waste my bullpen here. And we get a double play to win the game. 11-4 we win. A home run, 2 RBIs, and a walk for Logan O'Hoppe. That's what we're looking for from Logan O'Hoppe. Dana gets the win just because we happened to score so quickly before we took him out. And now we go to Game 5. Still on the road in Pittsburgh. Game 5 of the World Series. We tied it up at 2 apiece. Obviously, we're not going to give this to Thomas Gillian. He's not getting this ball. We're going to go back to Paul Skeens here. That might be a little risky. Eiley is pretty tired here. We could sub him out. Put O'Hoppe at catcher. I mean, he's hitting pretty well the past 2 games. You know what? I'll give him another game. We'll let him go another game. We're going up against big-time prospect Bubba Chandler. I guess he's not a big-time prospect anymore. We're a few years deep into this series. 2-run homer, O'Hoppe. Double from Shawno, scored a run as well earlier. That's what you want to do. You want to give the insurance to Paul Skeens and let him work the rest of the way. Theo Gillen with the solo shot. Oh, we're getting to Bubba Chandler. We are getting to Bubba Chandler. They already pulled him. We get a double and a single, but unfortunately we can't get any runs off of it. Theo Gillen's 3 for 3 right now, by the way, if you weren't peeping that. They pulled their pitcher again. They bring in Josh Stauman, who we haven't been able to get to very much. They pulled him again. Very interesting. Nolan Shawno with a 2-run homer. Oh my God, Nolan Shawno is going absolutely nuclear right now. Paul Skeens is lighting up the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we will go to the 9th. Bottom of the 9th. It's going to be 9-1-2 for the Pirates. I am going to give it to Paul. I shouldn't have given it to Paul. Bring in Rasmussen. Come on, Rasmussen. Okay. Whew. I shouldn't have given it to Paul, but I thought maybe with the 2 hits, I thought he could get the job done. He couldn't do it. We win 6-2, though. Theo Gillen with a home run, 3 runs scored in the game, and we are down to what could possibly be our final game of the World Series. It's not going to be Thomas Gillian, don't worry. He's not going to get another pitching performance this postseason, at least. We come back home. It'll be Bryce Miller. Eiley got a day off yesterday, or everybody got a day off, but Eiley needed it severely. Nolan Shawno has been the big story so far the past couple of games. He's been huge at the plate. We need him to continue to be huge at the plate for one more game. He gets a single right there. We can't get any runs across, though. Solo homer, Ronald Acuna. Oh, man, that contract is paying off, man. But Brian Reynolds scores a run. So it's 1-1 in the game right now. Double from Junior Caminero. Scores a run. That's what you want to see. 3-run homer is not what you want to see, though. Brian Reynolds. Acuna scores a run. O'Neill Cruz, 2-run homer. Also former Pirate. By the way, I didn't even mention that. I'm going to take Bryce Miller out. We're going to run with probably Kerkering for a little bit here. O'Neill Cruz hits a big-time bomb. I mean, the boys are coming up clutch. That's all you can really say about it. Single from Ha-Seong Kim ties the game. I'm going to pull Kerkering. We're going to bring in Bo. Try to get out of this inning. We do a good job there. Can't do anything else. We are top 9. 2-run homer, Nick Cavadas. That's not ideal from Bo. It's the bottom of the 9th. We're down by 2. Win this game, we win the World Series. Lose this game, we go to Game 7. I gotta jump in. Evan Phillips will come in to try to get the Pirates to Game 7. We didn't do very well against him last time we jumped in. And what was that, Game 4? Game 3, maybe? I don't remember which one it was. We need to get this game over with. I do not want to go to Game 7. I would really prefer a walk-off right here, win the World Series in 6, and not have to stress about Game 7, but it looks like that might be where we're headed to, unless Zach Neto can get a nice little base hit here. He's pulled the count full. He has pulled the count full. Luis Rengifo's got 2 home runs and 4 RBIs tonight. Oh, no, that must have been in the... That has to have been in the series. Neto, that's a good swing on the bat. Go, go ball, go. It's a home run for Zach Neto. 365 in right field. His 4th of the postseason. And that brings the total 1 closer. Zach Neto with a home run to lead off the 9th. Oh, baby, it's a triple. That's huge. A huge home run. That didn't even feel that good off the bat. That felt like maybe an extra base hit. But it was all the bases on that hit. It is now 7-6. Rengifo will step to the plate. We finally got to Evan Phillips. Even if we just go to extra innings, just give us a little bit more time to rally. I mean, I'd love if we were able to win the game right here in the 9th. It's not going to start well right there. Rengifo pops up a little can of corn to right field. I felt like I got a better piece of that than I should have. Or at least I should have gotten a better piece of that than I did, is how I should say that. But it goes for a pop out. Acuna stares at a sweeper up in his face. 2-1 count. Come on, Acuna. You've been so big in the World Series. You've been big in the postseason as a whole. And he will tie it! Ronald Acuna Jr. Santa Maria! That one is gone. No doubt about it. And the Angels will tie in the 9th. You've got to be kidding me. Ronald Acuna Jr. in his first year in Anaheim might have just given the Angels hope for their 2nd world title in the series, their 3rd overall. We paid him all that money in the offseason to come play for us, and he has lived up to it. His regular season wasn't the best of all time. It wasn't world-beating. But the postseason, he's been unstoppable, and he adds one more to the resume. 409. They're going to pull their closer, Evan Phillips. We finally got to him. They'll bring in Andrew Nardi, who's got a 3.38 this postseason, and Oneil Cruz. One more home run, and we will be world champions. I guess one more run in general will be world champions. But at least we forced extra innings, if anything else. That is a good thing. Oh, what am I swinging at? But Oneil Cruz might have a chance to beat this. Get there, Oneil. Get there. And he does. It's a bad throw. I'm not going to send it because I would have been out. He was going to beat it regardless if it was a bad throw or not. It's a strikeout and a wild pitch. Oneil Cruz takes a base for Ailey Perez. I'm going to call time here because I want to get my bullpen ready to go just in case we can't walk it off. I'm going to warm up Rasmussen and I'm going to warm up Lee Brister just in case we don't win it right here. Ailey Perez hitting .302 this postseason. In a big moment, he can't deliver the hit. It goes to the right fielder for the 2nd out of the inning. I feel like that should have been a base hit. He didn't get enough of it. And it's Theo Gillen, the defending Rookie of the Year, in the biggest spot of his career to this date. Can he give us the World Series? I mean, think about it. If he was able to get this into the outfield for like into the gap or something, Oneil comes around to score, we win the World Series. I mean, Theo would never have to buy a drink or anything in Anaheim for the rest of his life. But he strikes out, and we will go to extras. I can't believe I missed that. I really didn't think I was going to miss that. We've got Bo on the mound. I'm going to let Bo go a little bit into the 10th. We'll see what he's got. Swing and a miss on Kerry Carpenter. Let's go sinking action right here. See what this has got. The sinker, hooking, and it will go foul, thank God. We'll try the circle change. See if we can get Kerry Carpenter. He swings and misses on the circle change. Strike 3, and that one is the first out. Yoan Moncada, former Angel. Us and the Pirates got a lot of history between the two of us in this series. A lot of pitchers changing hands, a lot of hitters changing hands. And Bo's starting to lose the grip. He's starting to lose it. This is probably his final batter right here, regardless of what happens. And he will walk Yoan Moncada. Brisker's done, or Bo is done, not Brisker. Bo is done. I think I'm going to bring in Rasmussen here, if I could pull the right thing up. Let's put Rasmussen into the game. They got speed on first. They brought in a pinch runner. 1-2 to Alek Thomas. Let's go with the sinker. Hardly know her. Down low. It's going to be running. He's going to go for it. Ailey Perez. He beats the throw on the wild pitch. Come on, man. Can't have a wild pitch in these situations. Now the go-ahead run is on second now with 1 out. Gotta try the sweeper on Alek Thomas. Sweeper inside, doesn't chase. Good take. Good take from Alek Thomas right there. Cutter, he sends foul territory into the stands. Gotta go back to the sinker. 3-2. He fouls that off as well. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Stop it. We'll go high heat. Climb the ladder. Stinky cheese. Swing and a miss. Alek Thomas down swinging. And it's Endy Rodriguez for the Pirates. 2-2 count after the fastball's called strike 2. Gotta go Cutter. Down low. Swing and a miss. No, it's a swing and a foul ball into left field side. Try a sinker maybe. Ball 3. You gotta be kidding. These guys don't chase for anything. Climb the ladder one more time. It's ball 4. He doesn't chase. What a take from Endy Rodriguez. The plate vision, the discipline from him is unbelievable in that appearance. Nico Cavadas has a chance to send this one into danger territory, but Theo Gillen makes the play, and we survive the top of the 10th. We go bottom 10. All we need is 1 run to win the World Series. That's all we need. And it's going to be one of arguably the hottest hitters in the postseason, and that is Nolan Schonel. Can Nolan deliver one more time? He's got 10 RBIs this postseason. He's been so good. He just needs 1 more base hit or a home run, whatever it is. My man's going super low right now. These fastballs are super low in the zone. Andrew Nardi does not want to pitch high in the zone to Nolan. But he does that time, and maybe he shouldn't have. That's going to go to the wall. It's over! It's a walk-off Nolan Schonel home run, and the Angels win the World Series! Santa Maria! It's over! What an ending! The most dramatic of endings you could ever ask for. A walk-off solo homer in Game 6, and the Angels are 2-time world champions in the series. We did it again, boys. We did it again. Mike Trout has 2 rings. Nolan Schonel has given us the world title for the 2nd time. It had to have been him. It had to have been him. There was nobody else other than Ronald Acuna I would have believed was going to give us the World Series. And he does it. Just a little liner into deep right field, and it bounces off that wall. And the world champions, Los Angeles Angels, for the 2nd time in this series. We won it in year number 2, 2026, and then it took us a while to get back and win another one. We lost in 2027 to the Dodgers in the battle for Los Angeles. But now here, I think in 2029, right? 2029, we got it done. It's either 2029 or 2030. I don't remember exactly. But Mike Trout's got 2 world championships now. He's got 2 rings. He's a bona fide Hall of Famer. We already knew that before the world championships happened. Now he's bona fide greatest of all time, I would think. I can't believe it. Nolan Schonel's the one to give us it. It had to have been him. There was nobody else other than Ronald Acuna who could have done it. He was so hot in the World Series. I wonder if he's going to get not only World Series MVP, but postseason MVP. I'd be shocked if he didn't get either one. There it is, boys. Another world title for the Angels. 3 in their history and 2 in this series. What a moment. That's going to go down in Juice Baseball channel history. I mean, what a moment. That might be the single greatest moment in a World Series we've ever had. And we've played in a lot of World Series on this channel. That might be the greatest one we've ever had. That's an insane walk-off right there. And there it is, the trophy being handed to the boys. What a ride, man. What a ride. Such a good team we put together here. Such a good team. I mean, Paul Skeens was unbelievable in this postseason run. The rest of the pitching was a little bit shaky, but Paul Skeens was unbelievable. Ailey Perez was fantastic. Oneil Cruz was fantastic. Ronald Acuna was fantastic. Zach Neto was fantastic. Rengifo was... the entire team was fantastic in this series. And we will win a World Series for the second time. Just an unbelievable moment, man. Unbelievable moment. What a way to win it. I couldn't have asked for a better way to win it. Angels have won the World Series. Congratulations to the boys. Who gets the awards? It's Nolan Schonel, MVP of the World Series, and Junior Caminero playoff MVP. You know what? I'm okay with either one of those. I don't really mind it. We are 3 straight postseason MVPs, though, because Devers got it last year, even though we didn't win the World Series. James Wood got it the year before. But that is just, that's pretty awesome. Junior Caminero, he struggled a little bit during the regular season, but he really picked it up in the postseason, as you can tell by him winning postseason MVP. Congratulations to him. And then World Series MVP, I wouldn't have had it any other way. Nolan Schonel was just electric. He was unstoppable in the World Series. You could not ask for anything better, including the walk-off to win it all. So, congratulations to him. Big Christmas one in 2027. I forgot about that. And that is our playoff run over. So like I've been mentioning in previous episodes, and I mentioned at the beginning of this one, I think, we will be doing one more season of Angels baseball and then one more season after that, depending. The second season is kind of up in the air depending on how long the regular or the postseason in real life goes, the October or the MLB postseason goes, how deep into October how deep into October they go. But it's guaranteed one more season at the very least of Angels baseball. We're going to do the offseason episode next episode, and then we'll go into the start of the year. We'll finish that year, do the postseason hopefully, try to win another World Series. And then depending on where we are by the end of the postseason of next season, where we are in real life is if we'll decide if we're going to do another year of Angel baseball after that, or if we'll just end the series right there. So we are coming up to the end, but we still got another full season of Angel baseball to look forward to try to defend our crown. But if we go over here to the GM goals, I mean, what a rebuild this has been. We've gotten unbelievably better every single year, as you should in a rebuild. We were bad in year number 1. That's when we drafted Ailey Perez after the first draft in 2026. We got him, and then 185 games lost in the ALDS. 2027, 89 wins, won the World Series. 2028, 99 wins, lost to the Dodgers. And then 2029, 111 wins and won the World Series again for the second time. It's been a wild ride here in the postseason, and especially in this World Series run. I can't believe we did it again, but I'm so happy that we did. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.